Welcome back to Boy Band Break, where we encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, my name is Diane.
I'm Chinzia.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Lydia, a.k.a. Mama Lou.
Welcome back!
Yay! Thank you so much for waiting.
And she's very excited.
I
We
feel
all
like that
have our
was-
own microphones.
Sorry,
That was
shouldn't say
really
that out
loud,
loud.
sorry.
That was like the entire screen was like a giant noise blob.
Oh, I think so. We were all like, yay, and clapping.
We were excited.
Yes.
Lydia
Yes.
is back.
Thanks, guys. I missed you all very much.
Not saying that anything bad about Josh. Just thank you for
Big
coming back.
Papa.
He doesn't
Wow.
listen when he's not on. It's good. Don't worry.
Okay, so that's good to know.
So we noticed that the last week, I guess, we missed a whole bunch of birthdays. So I'm going to reinstate this. So January 28th is a big boy band day. So we have Joey Fatone from NSYNC, turned 43. And our bestie, Nick Carter, turned 40. So happy
Ooh,
birthday.
happy birthday, bestie.
Which is strange. He didn't do anything fun and exciting. He just stayed at home, but good for him. That's
Well,
who he
apparently
is
when
now.
you're
So
40, you don't do
everything's
much.
downhill
After
from
the
there.
year he's had, let the man stay at home in his pajamas.
He's
for
trying to
God's
make
sake.
some memories at
Yes.
home.
So happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday, Joey. Then 3 days later, another boy bander had a birthday on January 31st.
Happy birthday, Justin Timberlake.
I knew it was him.
Suck it, Justin. He is 39 years old. And yesterday, if you're listening on Sunday, on February 1st, One Direction's Harry Styles had a birthday.
Happy
Ooh.
birthday.
And he is 26.
He sang
So
with
there you
Lizzo
go.
lately.
What?
So cute.
He's so
I
cute.
saw it.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So happy birthday, boys.
Happy
Yay.
birthday
Best
to
wishes
all.
for a brand new year.
Woo.
Lots
Go
of
team.
concerts, fingers crossed.
We're still alive.
Bring
It's
those
weird
dates.
that your birthday is like also the start of a new year.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's
Yeah.
like a second new year
Yeah, I guess so.
A
Yeah.
whole new
of
year.
your actual life, but
Journey.
not of the calendar. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
We're very
Very
tired today, guys.
interesting. Lydia's faces are the best when Diane talks and tries to convey these thoughts.
We had a bit of a late start. We kidnapped Sophia and went to some sort of arcade bar called Arcade. That
It
had
was
arcade
fun
machines.
after a
It was
while.
actually pretty fun, but
Till 2 a.m., everyone.
How many times can you say the word arcade? Who
Arcade.
knows?
Arcade.
I ran Anime Club with a bunch of nerds, so I was out late as
Nerd
well.
alert.
To be fair, there was probably a bunch of nerds at this bar too.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
More hipstery, I feel. Ours.
Yes.
Yes. But there was an amazing game that Sophia and I kept winning.
Oh my god, I loved it.
And the first
Skittle
time we
ball.
won gumballs. And the remaining times we won, no prize came out of the machine. And we're like,
Just
son of a
coins,
bitch.
coins.
But then the last two,
Possibly.
nothing came
Yes.
out. Mm.
We could have got
Times.
more gumballs.
Could have. Yes.
What a riveting tale.
I'm sure the boy band fans really care about this.
I'm
I'm
sure-
sure you guys are just like, this is the content I came to hear.
Well, this
Skittle
is
ball.
us, so they should
Skittle
know.
ball.
They know us.
It was like skee ball, but you won prizes, and it was a little.
Shout out to
in
Sarah.
pinball.
Yeah, it was literally like this, like skee ball and pinball combined.
Yes.
But anyways,
Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Anyway.
indeed.
Diane,
Moving
would you
along.
have a
It
topic
was
you
so
like to
much
talk
fun.
about
Okay.
today?
I sure do, and it's kind of a long one. So maybe
like
get
50
a snack
pages in
because
her.
these guys are already off topic.
It's like she doesn't even know us.
I know. Like,
For
how long have
shame.
we known each other? This is us.
I'm just saying. I'm
All right.
warning the people. I don't even know if they heard me because you just talk over me. See, it's
Oh.
just consistent on the show.
We weren't even talking over you right now.
All
We
right.
can talk over
anyway.
you, Nick, because we all have separate mics again. Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you, studio.
Anyways,
Okay.
it's 2020. We did do like a New Year episode where we like recapped everything from 2019. But I realized after that we never did like a it's a new decade
We
thing.
never did. You're right.
New decade.
And there were a lot of things that happened in the past decade. So between like 2010 and 2020.
Some good memories and adventures.
Yes. So I feel like what I thought we could do today, even though it's February, guys, I don't know. I got to it eventually, so let's just be happy about that.
Yay.
That we're going to recap the decade now.
Okay.
That's fine.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Yeah.
You know,
That's good.
Totally remember everything that happened.
Of course. The memory is
Once
always
again,
there. We're not old
That's
at
why
all.
Diane has 50 pages written in her
That's
book.
right.
This
the
is-
teacher has come out, and
This
Diane.
is why I'm prepared.
Thank you, Diane.
You know what I mean?
What will we do without you?
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's true. It's true. Diane is pivotal. All right.
Just babble over each other as usual.
All right. So, what I'll do is I'm not literally going to go through every single thing that happened in the last 10 years because you guys would like fall asleep. So, I'm just going to go through some highlights of our main 4 boy bands. So sorry about all the other boy bands that we don't
Sorry,
mention.
Westlife fans.
But we're just going to do our main 4. Go through the highlights because literally, I mean, honestly, I don't want this podcast to be 5 hours long.
I also enjoyed
Okay.
Lydia's trying to calculate which of the 4 boy bands are.
Okay, so definitely 5 seconds to summer.
Yes, obviously.
Okay, good. How'd you know I was trying to calculate? I was doing
You
a
didn't
face.
have
She
as
knows.
confused. You had pretty much like, I feel like I got this.
I bet
Lydia,
you
you
got
tell
this.
us the 4 boy bands you think we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Oh, should we all
obviously-
guess?
You know.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know
Okay,
if
go.
I know. I'm like,
All
I
right.
think I know.
Guess who you think
Obviously
the 4 are.
Backstreet, number
Obviously.
one. 100-point choice. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Basketball? What is happening?
Yes, there we go. Pew. Oh, also rip that guy.
Kobe.
Kobe
Oh, babe, we
Bryant?
love you and miss you. Basketball forever.
Okay.
Single tier.
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, so definitely Backstreet. Are we talking about like ones that are still functioning boy
We're talking about
bands?
ones
Just
that we normally talk about.
Ones
NSYNC?
that, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Even though that should be pretty short.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, 'cause
Oh,
I did
that's
stuff.
true.
I burned
It's
myself,
very
guys.
short.
Okay.
Like one
Carry
line.
on.
Oh, down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Okay,
Good.
and
One more. Big one.
oh, please don't say 90 degrees.
No.
Oh, thank God.
It's
Okay.
the other one.
The other one, 5? No.
The older one.
New Kids.
Yeah.
Oh, good job,
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
It's as if you've listened to our show, Lydia.
Ah,
It's like you've been here or something.
Like,
Time.
no.
thank God.
Anyway, so yeah, sorry, One Direction fans and Jonas Brother fans and 98 Degrees fans and
Which
other
is just
people.
Lydia. So.
just sorry to all fans.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Anyways,
I mean,
if
Of
you
those
listen to the
bands.
show, you probably like these 4 bands anyway, so, you know, whatever. Let's get to it. Woo! So I'll start with BSB because, like, obviously.
Because they're number one, obviously.
So BSB, let me tell you guys, has been the most busy of any of these bands in the last 10 years.
thank you.
That is not
Yep.
shocking.
So if that is shocking to you, hi. Welcome out from under that rock you've been living under.
Welcome indeed.
Is this year their 27th year? Is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
27th
they
year.
got together in 93 and they've been mostly together this entire time.
Wow, can you believe it?
Stayed mostly
27
together.
years.
Kevin took
Together.
a break. Relax. He came back.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
but they were still like talking.
so
Yeah.
longevity wise, they're the like longest running one, and obviously they've done more things. So back to Diane.
Thank you.
All right. So
Okay.
if we go back in our journey to 2010, 2010, do you remember what album had just been released and what they were touring to promote?
Was it This Is Us?
It
Millennium?
was.
Oh, Jesus.
Sophia and I were friends.
Never mind.
Yes,
Like,
we
yeah,
became
buddy.
friends.
99,
Woo!
no.
Okay, I remember the 90s very vividly. And the rest of it's a bit of
A blur?
blur.
So technically, This Is Us was released in 2009, but they were touring in 2010 to like support that album, and it had literally just been released. I want to say like in the fall of 2019, so it was kind of a 2010 album,
Okay.
sort of.
I will accept this. Yes.
Yes.
Then
But
in
okay.
2000,
She meant 2009, but she said 2019, but we'll know what she means.
Oh, okay. What? You meant 2019 and 2010?
No.
She's
Buddy,
meant
you've
two-
skipped like
no,
9 years,
She
bud.
meant
Okay.
2009, but by
2009,
accident.
which she had said previously, and then she just accidentally said 2019, but she
Okay.
still means
Yes.
2009.
Do I need to, like,
We're
write this
taking it
down?
as a 2010.
No, you don't
There's
need to
no
write
quiz
it
at the
down.
end.
Okay.
We're not
Okay.
being quizzed
I'm
on
trying
this.
to remind you guys of the things that happened, so when we get to the end and I'm like, so what is your favorite memories from the decade? You're not like,
Oh,
We're
Okay,
still
good.
probably going to be like
Okay,
that,
okay.
though, because
So-
there's so many
So
memories.
was Kevin already gone in this one?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Okay.
which album was this again? For
This Is Us.
This
people
Is
who are
Us.
listening? Okay.
Not to be confused.
That
with
that was
TV
the
show.
one
Okay.
with Straight Through
The
My
heart
single
bullet
got me.
Get them the bleed. Oh, yes, I know that one. Yeah.
They were vampires.
I remember, that was
Love.
so good. That was like during Twilight.
This
That
is
was
like
awesome.
This Is Us when you thought it said This Is Scissors.
Lydia wouldn't know about that, but
Oh,
yes.
Sorry.
I can see that.
And it was bigger too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, I remember. Like that. Like I remember
And
the song,
PDA,
but I don't remember
the
where they
PDA
came
song.
from. You got some PDA. No,
Undone.
Yeah.
We could be undone.
And they do that one now.
I don't remember that one.
It was in
And you
Vegas.
know it.
Oh,
Anyways.
okay, all right.
Is that one?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck song is that one?
I don't know. Anyways,
Oh, that's that song.
I liked a
Sure,
lot of
we'll
songs
give
on
you
that
that.
album. There was a lot of,
This Is Us had some pretty good
but there was a lot of
songs,
good
yeah.
ones. Anyways,
Do
carrying
like an album
on.
review because I don't
Moving
remember.
along.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
do that later.
Okay. Sorry.
Not today.
Moving
Moving
along forward.
Okay,
Have
2011.
any of you ever seen a train? Like, there's very different
This
arm
is the
motions.
train.
Sophia's going like this. Lydia's like la la la.
This
Okay.
is not a video recording.
Does it
Madness.
really matter how
No,
it goes?
okay,
Send
sorry.
us money so we can get a camera.
Buka.
Anyways,
Oh yeah, don't forget to follow us on socials at Boy Band Break.
Diane is going to strangle us.
Okay.
did they have socials into? Yeah, they did. Things started before 2010.
Twitter started.
Yeah,
around
Twitter
No
was on
Insta,
it.
but
Twitter was there.
do we have
Backstreet Boys had
Insta?
interactive CDs, man. They were on
Facebook was
I
there.
feel
They
like
knew
it was
everything.
on 2009 is when the boys went on
in
Twitter.
2009. Yeah.
I also got it.
Are you trying to stab me with your arms?
Yes.
What's happening?
Oh,
Okay,
it's like a
let's-
gun.
Let's continue, shall
Have
we?
you ever seen a?
I
Okay.
don't know. Guns don't do
The
that.
machine
All right,
gun.
focusing back on Diane, everyone. I'm just gonna close my
2011.
eyes.
Do you know what happened in 2011, guys?
Nick Carter.
NKOTB.
BSB. Yeah, was it?
That was a fantastic
Was it?
time.
Was it NKTBSB?
Yes.
Okay, I love that.
But wasn't that
was
the
so
time we
good.
met Nick a whole bunch of times?
Yes.
Near the end
Okay,
of the
And
year.
Howie came as well.
I'm gonna break it down for you and the people.
break it down.
Even though Nick Carter is a member of the Backstreet Boys, he is not the Backstreet Boys. So when I'm talking about the Backstreet Boys, I'm not talking about
okay,
Nick Carter.
gotcha.
As a
So,
whole.
She
yeah.
was just saying like a side note.
And Howie
Yes,
also came
there's a
along.
whole
Yes.
bunch of crap that Nick did, and yes, some crap that Howie did.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
not
like 2011 was a good year.
It
gonna
was a
bring
good
that
year.
up.
And then they never came back after that.
because I feel
So
like we've
close.
mentioned that in previous episodes,
They came back, obviously, but I'm just saying.
and then also
after.
people like let's get to the point here,
Okay,
people.
sorry.
Ooh,
So
But
yes,
in
This
case
is
I
a, sorry, high level, right? We're keeping it high level. I
Yes.
think that's what it's called.
high level.
All right, so something else happened in 2011. Do you know what that is?
She just said it.
Yes,
NKTBSB.
but something else happened. Very exciting
The
thing.
mops and dongs thing.
Okay, no.
Nick and
That
Knight?
came later, and again, Mops
No.
and Dongs doesn't count because
We're
it's
not
solo.
Nick
Right. Oh, I forgot.
Solo
We
doesn't
talked
about
count
that.
as part of BSB.
Mops
There
and
was a
Dongs is
cruise?
Oh, was
That
there a
was
cruise?
2014, anyways. There was a
Okay.
cruise. I didn't think
that
that would
Lydia
be
and I
very
went on?
exciting, though. I think people don't care that there was a cruise.
What else
I
happened?
care
I'm trying to
that
remember.
When was the first cruise?
Oh God, that was
2010.
the Leonardo DiCaprio deck.
Oh,
So
yes.
vividly.
When
I
Lydia went on
remember.
her first Backstreet Boys cruise.
She
Okay.
hated her.
I hate
All right,
it.
sorry,
Okay.
2011.
What else did it after NKOTBSB?
Are we guessing or are you telling us?
Was
I
it the
can
20th?
tell you
Was
if
it the
you-
20th
I was
anniversary?
gonna let you guess.
Was it the 20th anniversary?
Of what?
Okay,
no.
no.
Was it the?
But
Did 90 Degrees come out?
No.
No, that
This
would've
is
been-
not about 98 degrees.
I keep forgetting. Sorry. Okay. Why do I even
I don't
care
know,
about 90
buddy.
Degrees? It's because they're fresh in mind. Okay.
I don't remember. That sucks.
you know what happened?
My brain-
What was
No,
announced? in
Tell
tw-
us.
in
Oh, it's
twen-
someone. Baby was born.
No.
Baby.
People
But
that-
nobody is excited
exciting
about
things that
baby.
are relevant to Backstreet Boys.
No, that's the Backstreet Babies are born.
There's so
Did
many
they?
babies.
Backstreet
What did they do? Did they come out with a new album? Why don't I remember any of this?
See, guys.
Guys, just look.
My brain is fried,
Get
man.
to the point,
All right, Diane,
Diane.
just tell us, man.
I feel like she's our Kevin.
I don't know.
Speaking of Kevin,
Oh.
he returned in 2011.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
can.
God.
Oh, is that what
Okay.
happened? Oh my god.
See,
After the NKOTBSB.
I knew
At
that.
the very end of it.
Because there was only
Yes.
9 of them in that. So obviously all 5 new kids, 4 Backstreet Boys, minus Kevin.
Wasn't it announced
He joined
on the
at
cruise
the
party, the
one.
pre-party?
He went to like an LA concert, didn't he? Was that the first?
Yeah, he went to
appearance
the
of
LA
him?
one.
He joined the NKOTBSB in LA.
Oh.
But I
For one
don't-
song,
But for
for
one
one
song,
song,
not
yeah.
for the whole thing. And then on the
Cruise. Like there was
cruise,
like pre-party.
But it was announced during the NKOTBSB tour.
it was very tail end of that shit.
Yes.
at the O2 Arena. Okay, now I remember. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
NKOTBSB at the O2. You watch it all the time.
And then AJ.
And then they were like, Kevin's
it was gonna be a
coming
dad.
back.
AJ was gonna be a dad.
oh my God, my math skills are off. I'm like, Ava's not 11. I'm like, no, that would only be 9. She's going to be 9 this year?
I don't know.
Oh, 8 probably because she was born. Okay. That was a good.
It was a good concert.
That was a very good concert. Go look it up on YouTube. NKOTBSB.
Yes.
Anyways,
At the O Center.
but we
Arena.
saw Kevin on the cruise.
Yes.
Yes,
and
we
he
did.
only was he came into the Bahamas.
Yes.
And he was only supposed to be there, and then he went on the boat, right, for the one night.
But we were docked, so yes, he
Did he
came
go
on.
He played volleyball.
And we tried to get pictures.
Oh my
It did
God,
not
that
work
was a
well.
horrible
It was a shit show. But then he actually came onto our thing because we had the concert split
Our
into
thing,
two.
yes.
So
Our
the boat is
concert,
split into
the Group
two.
B, the Group B concert.
So the cruise Lydia and I went on, it was only a half charter.
Yes.
When we went on, the ones after that were a full charter, and they had to split us into 2 groups. So our group had the concert the same night as the Bahamas, so Kevin joined them on stage.
Yes.
So we got to see
And
Kevin.
then the Group A people were very angry.
Well,
They didn't get Kevin at theirs.
Group
We're
B
like,
is the
whatever,
best.
Group B. And then as he was walking up the stairs on the deck, like I was like, thanks for coming back. And then he like held my hand and he looked me in the eyes and he's like, you're welcome.
That was beautiful.
No, I think he said no, thank you, or something like that. And it was
Yes.
just like, oh, okay, Kevin.
It was
that's
a
nice.
beautiful moment.
It was good times.
for you.
Yes.
You know
Okay.
what? If it was a full charter cruise the first time, maybe it would have been different.
Maybe you need to come on the next cruise that has not been announced because, you know, that's how
Maybe
So how come you
2021.
didn't like the first one? Was it because you just didn't want to do events?
We
I always
talked about this in another podcast, but
Yeah.
essentially it was
expensive.
the expensive. Because Chinda kept lying about
I
expenses.
did not.
Yes,
Lydia
you did.
didn't want to be away from her boyfriend
No,
at the time.
no,
But
absolutely.
now
Yes,
you can't
you
wait
did.
to
You
get
did.
rid of
Because
it.
you're like, it's only $1,000. Well, you gotta sleep somewhere. Well, how are you gonna get to the boat? All these suddenly all these expenses came up, and I was like, I'm going to.
I paid
you-
for those expenses.
Not at the time.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I don't
just
remember.
continue
Okay.
on the next
Anyways, the
year,
thing is, it was
please.
their first
You
cruise and
started
they had
that.
no
Sorry
idea what to
for
have.
And I was on the
starting
Leonardo
that.
DiCaprio deck beside the motors, and it was like, "Wah," and then it's like 6 a.m. Wake up, AJ's eating. We need to watch it. And I was like,
That did not happen.
We had to. I remember watching AJ eat like a plate of macaroni, and I'm
That
like,
was
this is
literally when
dumb.
we got on the boat. We literally walked.
To
go
be
get food
fair,
and he
we
was
do
eating.
watch them eat. We did watch them at one time.
Diane,
on
can
the
you just-
cruise.
I don't watch anyone eat.
This was not. We had to get up the one day because we were going to the beach party, and then the groups were split. Like, so the one group had to be there like an hour before, but then they had to leave. But the boys weren't there for that hour. So when the boys eventually came, they're like, okay, and then they were staying till
And
the
then
end.
Lydia
And the
wanted
boys
to
were still there,
leave.
and Lydia's like, we need to leave. I was like, we're not leaving. We're just gonna stay here. And
And then you paid for a cab, right?
No, we didn't. We just snuck
Oh.
on the bus and we were fine. So
Oh,
it didn't
okay.
matter. We were fine. I was a little bit panicked. I'm like, how are we going to get back to the cruise ship? But I'm like, oh, it'll work out. And then it
Okay,
did.
I'm sorry. Diane, continue.
Good.
I
Please continue.
apologize for
What that has to do
asking
with,
that.
With Kevin coming back to the group, I have no idea, guys. But that's,
That was very exciting for us. Thank
like
you,
I
Kevin,
said,
for
I
coming
hope
back.
you have water and snacks because we're going to be here for a while.
And we went to the
Anyways.
GMA thing as well.
Is that on the list?
Is that 2011?
Yes, I'm sure the people care that we went to the GMA.
Of
Oh,
course they
that's
cared. That
what
was our experience.
So was that the first time Kevin was back then?
Yes.
So
it was.
this happened after
You
the cruise or
started,
before
Diane.
the cruise?
I did not start anything.
The GMA thing,
Okay.
but the night before we went to that thing and we got the
Yes, the
pictures. and
rehearsal thing.
The thing that they said, don't record it. We'll just put a video out. And then,
And
they
then we'll
did
have
it.
lots of pictures, and there was like 5 pictures on the website. That was
Son of a bitch,
fantastic.
Eddie.
Okay, so
Go ahead, Diana. We're
I
done
think
now.
a good thing is maybe just tell us what happened instead of us guessing, because then we guess wrong and then we go into tangents. So I think maybe just tell
Diana
us
has literally put her feet up on the desk and is leaning back because
because of
she wants to
shenanigans.
show us.
Clearly, you
the-
don't need me.
No, we do. Please
We
lead the
can't
ship.
guess things that happened 10 years ago. Our brains do not
I
function.
wasn't even going to ask you to guess anymore.
Okay, good. Okay. Please continue the ship,
Okay,
Captain.
We stopped now. We stopped the tangents. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say that nothing really exciting happened in 2012, but apparently I'm wrong.
What happened in 2012?
What happened to my job?
Oh my god. We just said it! I thought that was still 2011. It's like I'm living in a crazy land. It's like I live.
You're the one that hangs out with
The
us.
GMA thing was 2012.
Yes.
Oh,
Right, gotcha. Okay. And we're back.
And
We're
we're,
back.
back.
And that's when we became friends with Diane more so than we were before.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
yay.
Okay, good.
Now that you're
Okay.
all caught up in that history, go ahead, Diane.
Now we reach 2013. 2013 was their 20th anniversary.
Yes.
Not 2011.
Yes.
Because they formed in 1993. So
April
if you do
20th.
math,
Le
it's,
math.
I was
it's
just saying
2013.
things.
Woo.
Okay, so some exciting stuff happened that year.
Yeah.
Number one, they got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Woo!
Didn't we pay for that, or was that
No,
insane?
that
No.
was insane.
Oh God. Okay.
The Backstreet
continue.
Boys had money to pay for their own
Thank
star.
you.
Although it took a while to get the star. Anyways, continue.
They also released In a World Like This. And
Okay. Yes.
they toured for that.
2013?
That
Wow,
was
that's-
2013.
Wow, that's quite some time ago.
Yeah, it's because I got married in 2014. I used that song on my my wedding video.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Yes.
Woohoo!
It's a good song.
It is a good song. It's nice and upbeat.
We went to a bunch of those. That was a lot of road tripping that summer.
Yes.
Yes.
That's when, prior to this, the most like shows I had ever been to, like on a Backstreet Boys tour, was 2. And it was usually like, sometimes they hit Southern Ontario twice. Mm-hmm. So that's how I went twice. And then
Sophia and
for
I went
some
to a lot of
reason,
NKOTBSB back
I
went
became
to
friends
8.
with these two. And then they were like, you know what's normal? Going to 6 shows. And I was like, okay.
That sounds good.
Yes, this is when Dee started to
She
travel
ain't lying.
more.
Anyways,
Because before she would never
I
travel.
won't travel for a band. Fool.
clearly I was
Little
wrong.
did she know.
So anyways, yes, that lasted the rest of 2013 because In a World Like This came out like June, I think, of 2013. So the rest of
Yes.
2013 and then all of 2014 pretty much they were touring and doing their 20th anniversary, like, you know, I don't know, friggin' victory lap or whatever you want to call that.
Celebration.
Then 2015 was the dark year. However,
Nothing happened.
nothing happened.
Is what she means.
But
You had like a panicked look
except
there.
for they released their documentary, Show 'em What You're Made Of, which they were creating throughout 2017. My life. 2013 and 2014.
So 2015, they were kind of like filming.
No, 2015 is when it was released.
Oh!
January
So we
2015.
went to
Yes.
LA for the premiere.
It
and,
was not exciting.
It was
Yes, you
not.
saw the O-Town guy.
Yes, Eric from
Oh,
O-Town.
that
Oh
was
my God, that was our
favorite
classic
Cynthia
story.
moment ever.
Yes.
I'm disappointed
Classic.
Lance Bass didn't come. Bo, and then we also, with the Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees,
Yes.
no, we didn't grab his ass. We
He
his-
grabbed.
No, it was his stripper friend.
Oh, his stripper friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Grabbed an ass? Which
No,
ass?
he made Sophia grab his ass.
Oh.
No.
He made me grab his ass.
Yes, that's your story, bud.
Yeah.
Someone grabbed someone's ass.
Wow, what a time to be alive.
What a
I
time
think
to...
I don't know. He pulled my hair or something.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was,
whoa.
It was like a weird picture.
It was, yes.
I don't know. It escalated very quickly.
We didn't realize he was part of Men of the Strip. We
Yeah.
just thought he was like a weirdly dressed cowboy.
I was like, I just wanted
leather.
a picture with Jeff Timmons, and then I got this like stripper doing things like
yeah,
that.
it
And
was
I was
strange.
like, okay.
It was good times.
Oh, boy.
And then the pictures
Lydia
didn't
would've
turn
liked
out
it. I
would've.
inside. And then when we went outside, they were just awkwardly standing there waiting for people to see them. So we're like, okay, can we retake the picture? And they're like, okay, sure. It was very entertaining. We're like, well, we have no Backstreet Boys, so might as well get the other boy banders.
Yes.
But yes, the
that was-
documentary.
Sorry, it was good. It was good.
Documentary was also good.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
We like to
okay.
share our experiences.
It was like I took Kenny with me, and like they remember the part of the boardroom when it's like,
just
"Oh,
want Michael Jordan back."
and I'm just like,
and they were
like,
swearing.
yeah,
And Kevin's like, "Come on, dog, calm down. We're
Yes.
just gonna talk about it."
yeah.
But Kenny, like,
but, like
cried.
Kenny was like sobbing, he's like, like during the Michael Jordan part, and
You're
I'm
gonna
just
like
like,
break up or something.
and I'm just like, I don't know sports. So I don't, like I know Michael Jordan, but like I didn't know the other guy.
Scottie Pippen
Maybe
yes.
Yeah.
was it okay
from the
okay.
Chicago Bulls.
Oh, okay,
They won
okay.
6 championships.
Oh, okay. So it was just like Kenny loves like he's a very feeling person. So I was just like, it was like very nice to see. I was like, I'm like, oh, this touches like all
It
walks
touched
of life,
his heart, did it?
all genders. This documentary was very good.
Yeah,
we
so
think we
you
watched
guys
it
got to go
twice.
see a screening in Toronto
Yes, we
because
did.
at the time they didn't have a screening in Toronto.
They had one in
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar, but not Toronto.
Yes,
But
it
so
took
then
a
we're
while
like,
to
we'll
get to
just
Toronto.
Go to LA and do this, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to do an after party. We're going to do like a thing." We're like, "Cool!" And then they announced it while we were in the air, and then we came down, and then they canceled it like hours before.
Ugh.
So we actually had like a fancy outfit in case we were going to like the after party thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were like getting ready in the hotel, and then they tweeted out like, "Sorry, it's been canceled." We're like, "All right, put on the Backstreet Boys tights and the shirts that we made, and let's go." So
Nice.
Good times.
And that's
Yes,
what we found
it
out.
was really
Sophia's
fun.
not good at hiding stuff in her purse.
What?
Yeah.
We were trying to sneak candy into the theater.
Well, when a security
and-
guard yells at you to come to their side to look in their purse,
No.
of course I'm going to
She
do what I'm
didn't
told.
hide
Stuff those
the Glossette
Skittles in your
peanuts,
titties.
man. It was peanuts, and we had the stupid raisins were in my purse. And I was
Why
like,
didn't you
son
take them? You could have.
Why did you take the raisins?
of- I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay.
Again, it has nothing to do with the actual.
Apparently,
No.
you're very upset
Documentary.
still about this M&Ms. Continue, Diane.
I was just gonna say that
Hide those Skittles in your tittles.
hide the Skittles in your
tittles.
Oh,
There's a
geez.
promotion for that.
Let's make a T-shirt.
You can make like a Skittles bra.
What?
Skittles in your tittles.
Out
Oh.
of Skittles.
Yes.
But how would that work?
Feels like that'd be sticky.
And unsanitary.
Yes.
Sorry, continue, Diane.
All I was gonna say was on a personal note, I was very cocky, and I was like, anyone who cries during a Backstreet Boys documentary is like, I don't even know what I said. I was just like, is lame. They need to get a life. Like, why would you cry during a Backstreet Boys documentary? And then, literally 15 minutes into the movie, I was like,
I was going to make a joke, and then I looked over and I saw they were both crying. I was like, ooh.
Well, to be
I was
fair, it was
crying a
about
lot.
Kevin's
Yes.
dad,
I was
and our
so
dads
sad.
have passed away.
Their dads had passed away, and then I felt
So,
like the world's
yes.
biggest asshole, and I was just like, okay, well, yeah, now I'm just gonna look forward. So.
I cried during that time. I cried like 3 times during that
I know.
documentary.
Yes.
that movie,
And Q had just passed away
yeah,
too.
that
right?
movie
Yeah.
was shockingly emotional.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was beautiful.
Like, Jesus. I
Except
was
for
like,
the
the
Nick
Backstreet
part.
Boys documentary, what are people crying about? God. Anyways, clearly a lot of
Clear,
things.
yes.
I feel like the only one that we didn't cry was like Nick's backstory at that point because we were just like,
No comment. Anyways, let's move along. 2016 wasn't a big year for BSB. And then, so we're
there
going
a
to flash
cruise?
forward to,
What'd you say?
I said, was there a cruise? I don't know. I can't remember.
I think there was, but it was
Okay.
in Europe.
Oh yeah,
We didn't go to that.
Oh, that's what-
Ready? That was 2016.
No,
What
that's-
time
no,
has
no.
passed?
no.
year are we
the
in?
Europe cruise was during my wedding, 2014.
No,
No.
yours was the other cruise that I skipped because
You were
of your-
so mad at me. I got
was
married in
not.
2014. You were. I
No,
could tell.
I had to. You had. It was your
This
stag
is
and
like
doe.
a venting session for the
Was
sisters
when
here.
so the stag and does. I had to miss that cruise.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have gone to the cruise.
It was a very nice stag and doe.
Thank
so
you.
there you go.
All right.
Anyways.
Yes.
Believe I said at the top of this that I wasn't going to talk about the cruises, but okay. Anyways,
You've
there
already-
was a cruise in 2016. It was in Europe. We didn't
Oh,
go.
We didn't go.
So
Oh,
lame.
man.
I wish I went.
That's
I wish
where
I had
like my
money.
OCD kind of came in. Like I was literally checking all the things,
The
and,
flights
like,
and
the
the-
flights, and I was checking to see how many spaces were still left on the cruise ship. And I had
Yeah,
this,
you were having
I had
a
this
l-
Excel spreadsheet. I like yelled at Eddie at that not yelled at it. I said to Eddie like, "Hey, buddy, you need to put down the prices of this cruise." Although Eddie is not in charge of the cruise because he doesn't work for Rose Tours, but I was just like, "Listen, we need to get to Europe," and then it was this close to going, and then we bailed.
Should have gone, man.
I heard it was a shit show, so
Oh,
So we didn't
good.
miss much,
Oh,
then.
good.
we
Excellent.
missed everything. I would have loved to observe that.
Yeah, I suppose.
Really?
I suppose.
Okay,
So
I
Chandler
guess
loves
so.
drama.
Yeah, I guess. It would have been fun to see.
Yeah. But anyways, yes. So moving on.
Moving on to 2017, as I said at the beginning of this. 2017 is when they started their Las Vegas residency.
Woo! That was fun.
They made it,
It
big.
is the fastest selling Las Vegas residency
It
in
is.
history.
Yes,
What?
it is.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
That's
sold
fabulous.
a lot of
Very
tickets.
More than Britney Spears?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
Was
it's
it
not
pre-sale, I think?
it's not most tickets sold. It's high up there in terms of most tickets sold. But the record is that like their shows, the original 9 shows that they did in 2017, sold out the fastest.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Did
I
we go
see.
to those ones?
We sure
March
did.
break, we
Yes.
went.
We went to the 3rd week.
Ah, yes.
Yes, March break.
Which one did I go to?
You
Not-
didn't go till 2019.
Oh, yes. Okay.
In April.
Right, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Anyways,
So yes, so we got to go and we went to 2 shows. Or
Three.
We went to
We
three,
went to
bud.
3 because we went in on
We
the
were left
Wednesday.
pit, right pit, and then 100.
Armpit.
Yes. Yes, and that's where we realized the pit is the better seat. Obviously, the tables are the better seats, but we do not have money coming out of our butts, so
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. All right. Then moving along. I can't believe it's been half an hour and we're still not done
relax, you're
BSB.
fine.
Anyways.
Oh,
You guys did nothing.
Oh, BSB.
This could be 2 episodes.
BSB's. All right. 2018, they did the Florida Georgia Line collab and then the stadium tour for that.
God, your mama and me.
Yes.
God, your mama and me.
2018 is also when they celebrated their 25th anniversary.
Woohoo!
Nothing
By
actually
doing nothing
super
exciting.
interesting happened in 2018.
Which they should have
They
done
had
something.
so many great ideas,
I
but
know.
then as per being like Diane or Kevin, they just take
This is
1,000
very true.
years to decide on anything
This
and
is
nothing
very true.
My favorite of the rumors of the things they wanted to do was they were going to do a thing in Orlando where they were going to do one night each of the albums.
Yes.
And
That's a great idea.
Like
It was a great idea. They did not do that.
Thing, yeah, an
Yeah.
8-day one.
It's going to blow by that harsh burn on me and
Ouch.
Kevin.
We need some ointment.
You already
Kevin.
know this, though.
Listen, at least Kevin and I have plans and we execute them.
Oh, girl.
Glacially
Sure.
slow.
Late.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Slow.
At least they happen.
In like years down
Really,
the road.
where's that second Backstreet Boys album that was supposed to come out last year?
Hey, that's not my fault.
Yes.
Anyways, okay, 2019.
Ooh, when did
Oh.
Dead 7 come out?
That has to do with the Backstreet Boys. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it has to do with all of the
well,
boy
Nick,
bands.
AJ, and Howie.
It came out in 2016.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Okay.
I know all these things. This is phenomenal.
I looked it up. I prepare for the show.
Oh, right. Yes, you did.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry.
sorry.
Okay, continue.
The thing about Kevin and I is we want everything to be great. We don't want to just show up and be like, let's fart into a microphone and put it on
We
air.
have not farted yet.
Do you plan to fart?
Oh, the microphone's too high up.
Oh god.
The
I
show's
don't
being
know what
derailed.
this episode is. I'm so
Anyways.
sorry, everyone.
Carry on. 2019. That is when they
DNA.
finally released DNA.
Yay.
It went to number 1.
Woo!
So that was super exciting. And then they got a Grammy nomination. They didn't win, but they got one.
For what
They
song?
gotta win.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Don't go breaking my heart.
breaking my heart. Cause it's all I got. Okay, that was interesting song.
All right.
Yeah,
So
there was other songs I liked better.
same.
Okay.
Anyways, all right. So that's BSB in the last 10 years. Sorry it took so long. Hopefully, with the rest of these bands,
The other bands will go much
they'll have
faster.
less.
yes, because we don't have memories
Less
of them.
personal experiences.
Yes.
All right. Then we come to NSYNC. It's going to be real short.
Real short for us.
Aw.
In
We're not just talking
2013,
about Chris. Nate's finger just it.
in 2013, they had their reunion performance when Justin Timberlake received his Video Vanguard Award at the MTV VMAs.
And NSYNC
That
only
was
got like a
very
minute.
painful to watch.
A minute
because it was
performance.
like 10 minutes of Justin, a minute of NSYNC, and the NSYNC parts, they had these bright lights, so you couldn't even see their faces. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Because to be
And I
fair, they
believe,
didn't
like-
matter.
And then Chris got
Joey and Chris were like in a shadow of darkness. Like it was like a
Yes.
super bright light on like Justin and Lance and JC.
not
and then
good.
Joey and Chris were like in the dark corner,
and
like
we're
we're here.
and it was all zoomed out, so you couldn't see. I was like, "What the hell am I watching? Who's directing this?" I was so mad.
Yeah.
And then Chris's little platformy thing to go under the stage didn't really work, or he fell, or something happened at the end. And I was like, "This is terrible." I have
That's
to watch
his life.
Justin.
falling down.
And they had ugly outfits. I was not a fan of the black and white.
And they were ugly. Anyways,
Hurtful.
is it? Or is it the truth?
Justin doesn't deserve awards. Anyways, moving on.
Are you crying?
Listen,
No, I'm angry.
Janet Jackson is not allowed at the Super Bowl, and it's all his fault.
That's true.
that's true.
yeah.
Anyways,
We
Suck
agree
it,
on that.
JT.
Okay.
then nothing happened till 2018 when they received their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That
Yes.
We
Okay.
had to pay for.
the fans
Did I
paid
pay
for.
for that? I don't.
I
think
feel like
did.
you
Tomfoolery.
donated some money.
I was maybe donating $20. I don't know if I actually did or
think
not.
so.
Donated nothing because I was mad. I'm just like, this is your job
You
to.
donated
And I was
your
like,
love.
Justin
own
has
ass.
enough money.
Why
He
do
should
I gotta
pay
kiss
for it.
your ass?
Couldn't Justin just pay for it for all of them?
No, because he doesn't care about NSYNC.
But then he went and got the.
Does he have his own star?
No, he doesn't.
Does he have like Justin Timberlake star?
Probably.
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry, not
She's very
bitter.
enraged at the moment.
All good.
She hates JT. If you didn't know.
Anyways,
If you're new to this podcast,
And then in last year, in 2019, they performed at Coachella with
Coachella.
Ariana
With
Grande.
Ariana Grande. Because she sampled one of their lines up on her song.
from "It Makes Me Ill," I believe.
Yes. Because it was that song. Oh, that song. You can hit in the
What the hell
bud.
is that?
Bud.
What
Get another
the
way for it. No.
frig are you singing? Okay.
Wait, break up with your girlfriend.
I thought there was like no words coming out.
Yes. Oh, and she sampled.
in the
She
morning.
sampled the part.
Yeah.
It was like, I only hit on because I want you. Say I'm tripping if you feel right, but you without me ain't right.
And then Lydia Shearer had just released.
And that
I
aired at
another
2 a.m.
song.
our
I
time.
did?
It was very tired.
No. Ariana Grande just released another song, which I can't remember which one
Why
it was
would
now.
you think that you released a
I
song?
want. I mean, I want to.
It was the I want it, I got it, I want it, that one.
7 Rings.
Yeah.
Ah!
Anyways, and she was like, they stole NSYNC song, and I was like, pretty sure they stole a song from
Sound of Music.
not Sound of Music.
Yes,
It's not Sound of Music.
Lydia did a burlesque dance.
Oh
to
no,
the
it is
song.
Sound of Music.
it is Sound of Music. Thank you. I
was like,
'cause
pretty
I was
sure-
Maria Von Trapp taking off my clothes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So then they stole a thing from Sound of Music. Sorry, you said
That's a
Sound of
very-
Music, and in my mind I was picturing Mary Poppins, same
Okay.
actress. Anyways,
that's true.
what? And then, you were like, they stole an NSYNC song, and I'm like, pretty sure she stole a Sound of Music song. You were like, no, this other one, and I was like, I didn't know this other song exists.
Yes, she
Wait,
didn't. That
me?
was one of the best songs they performed in concert.
Which one?
It Makes Me Ill.
Oh, so good.
They were dressed up as doctors. Justin was dead. It was good times.
Of course you loved it.
She loved it.
Sweet
All right.
Jesus.
Anyways, moving on now to New Kids because NSYNC is done.
It only took like 30
I
seconds.
feel like the things are happening in place. I feel like more things will happen.
You never mentioned NSYNC sweaters, the Christmas sweaters.
Oh yes,
Wow.
people care about that.
I'm just saying. That
They released a
happened.
bunch of merch. People
And
keep buying
Shinzia
this merch,
cried
and it
when
annoys
she
me.
saw some of the
You
members
can't
of
sell merch
NSYNC.
if you're not a team. I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
band.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
some of the members have been doing solo-y stuff, but Diane says she doesn't want to talk about solo stuff. But I met Lance Bass last year.
And you
and
cried.
Chris, and cried for
It was
both.
fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
I don't cry in front of them, okay? And it's getting
That's
closer.
true.
You're literally like crying now.
I know you
Oh, I
always
swear
tear
to God, I'm
up.
not crying this time.
You
Look
always
in my
tear
eyes.
up when this conversation comes.
When I swear to God, when they get back together, we
You're
are
gonna
all
bawl,
going.
I know.
Oh
and it's gonna
yeah.
be
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
Of
No,
course we're gonna
And
go.
if
quitting
you
our
don't
job
go, I
and
don't give a shit. I'm
we
getting
ordered an
We're
RV.
kidding
like
Yeah,
literally,
everyone
we're
miss
gonna
you
go
bawling.
because these two are just gonna be there watching my reaction. The entire
Legit, I'm gonna be like
Right
watching.
before the show, I'm going to buy stock in Kleenex.
You're gonna be like bawling your
Like I
eyes
even have a
out.
picture of an idea of how I want like the photo to happen if they do a photo op. It's going to
You
be
think Justin
Justin
will
off
allow
to the
that?
side,
Oh my god, that's gonna
and
be
just
amazing.
the rest of us
What
giving
if-
Justin the finger.
That-
What
That'd be
if
a best.
Justin's not there?
That would be even better. That would.
Okay. Can we get to New
Ah.
Kids?
Yes.
All
Sure.
right. So
Enjoy your daydream.
she's daydreaming about that. Okay. As we all know, in 2011 they did NKOT's BSB. We
Yes.
talked about that already.
Yes.
In 2013, they released their album 10.
I like that album. It's got some
Trying to
good
remember
ones.
which
Got
ones
some
are-
bangers.
Was that the one that Remix is on?
Yes.
Yes.
Remix. They have We Own Tonight and
yes.
Welcome to the Block
Party.
Party. Oh my god, that song makes me like jump out of my skin. I love it. Just want to like rip off my clothes and like dance in the street.
Is We Own
Tingle
Tonight the one
Wingle,
that
right?
John
Yeah.
has like 2 lines?
That's also the
Solo.
one where John has.
Yes.
Hey, John.
Okay, so that's that album. They toured with 98 Degrees and Boyz II Men for that album.
We saw a
too.
bunch of
Nice.
those.
Good job.
Yes.
The theme of this is like that New Kids love touring with other people.
Yay.
They
have a
like to
theory about
share the
this.
love. I feel like they like to share the love.
They're
Okay,
tired
that's
and they
Sophia's
need a
theory.
break.
Yes, that's my theory.
What?
Well, that could
Tired
be
and they
it.
need a break.
But I also like how they're bringing back all the old bands from when they were famous
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
to be like, hey, you guys could be relevant too. Here, have some money.
Yeah, it's
And
fine.
then in 20, it said on Wikipedia, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. It said on Wikipedia that they got their star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2014, but I thought they got theirs before Backstreet.
I was trying to remember
Same.
if they did when you were talking about Backstreet, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I feel like New Kids on the Block got to be
maybe theirs was announced first, but they didn't actually have their ceremony till after.
Oh, could be. Wikipedia says it was 2014, which would have been a year later.
So maybe
But-
they are right then.
I don't
think so.
know.
but they're near each other.
Yeah, they're
they're
beside
right
each
beside
other.
each
They're
other.
at the, what's that, the
Yay.
Live Nation
Yes.
office or
And
something?
then-
Live Nation building.
Oh, and then Jeff Timmons recently was like, we could put the 98-degree star right here. Like,
Aw, buddy.
NSYNC
Aw.
star is
Muffin.
near there too. And he was like, we should put a 98-degree star here. And it's like, ooh, awkward, not happening. Anyways.
Who do you
Aw,
think would get
sorry.
a star first, 98 Degrees or O-Town?
Oh,
O-Town.
98 degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
No Town.
98 degrees has Nick Lachey.
Okay, that's true. Damn it, it's true.
That he's like, yeah. If it wasn't for him, maybe
if
it would
Ashley came back,
no one
No.
gives a
No,
shit
honest
about
to
it.
God, no offense, but
No one
like
cares.
that would
Come
not
on.
move the dial at all.
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Anyways.
I think he was just.
And Nick Lachey has a very large bulge, according to Josh, in case you were
Oh,
wondering.
Yes, well,
You
heard about
missed
the
that
bulge.
conversation when
No,
you were
I
in
know.
the...
I heard the conversation in the car. All right.
All right. In 2015, they did the main event tour. That was the one with TLC and Nelly.
Yes,
Oh,
we also went to
yeah.
that one. I think that's where I saw Josh in the audience, and I was so excited.
Which
Josh.
The bodyguard.
The Backstreet Boys
Yes.
bodyguard.
Not Josh, our friend.
No,
That
sorry.
would be
Oh, there's a lot of Joshes. It was
Or
very
there's
funny
just
because
two.
Lydia and I got to go for free because we got to take a bunch of listeners in a limo, which was an interesting.
Yes, I had to back.
Experience.
I had to back issue that day, and then we had to. It was like corralling
We couldn't
cats.
get them to leave because they were like
Those
hanging out by
women,
the tour buses.
They were like in their like
Oh!
40s plus.
Yeah.
And like we all went in a limo. They got like crazy drunk. And they were trying to like get on like the bus, and we're like, "What are you doing? Get back in the limo!" And they're like,
Like-
"I can't leave unless she leaves." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like
He was like,
wanted
I have to
murder
work
these
tomorrow.
women.
Get back in the car. It was pretty funny. But yeah, so that was good times. And I got a picture with John. Yeah.
I remember
front of the
because
screen.
you were
Yeah, I do remember
messaging
this.
us and you were like, I hope I see John. And then like literally 2 seconds later, she turned a corner and he was just there.
And then he's like, I'll be right back. And then he went to Starbucks. And then 2 girls followed him. And I'm like, should I follow him or let him go to Starbucks? I'm like, you know what? YOLO, bitches. And then I went, got my picture. And then when he came back, he did not say hi to anybody. So I'm like,
Good thing you went to
Good
Starbucks.
thinking.
Smart.
Good
Anyways.
thinking.
Then it was 2016. They did the Total Package tour.
Oh yeah.
That was
What?
the one with Paula Abdul.
Oh,
and
oh Jesus. Sorry. Excuse me.
I'm assuming we went to this one too.
Yes.
Paula Abdul and Boys to Men.
Why do I not remember those?
You and I went to this
Oh
one.
yes, because that boy band show was happening. So then Diana and I bought tickets the very last minute.
Yeah.
We decided we would go out to dinner first and then while we were there, we were doing like a boy band fantasy draft for the
Yeah.
boy band TV show. And then we're like, oh shit, we really need to get to the concert. And by the time we got there,
It was like
it was midway through New Kids. So like
Which
the other
is like-
bands had already played. And
literally
we're just
everyone already went.
Oh my
like,
god.
we're like,
But I think that was the second leg of this tour because I think that was 2017
okay, maybe.
or 2018. I don't know.
I have no
this
idea.
this tour went on for a very long time. Total Package.
Love the
Anywho.
name. Stunning. Okay.
They're very big into the penis stage and things like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they like.
New Kids is
New
not
Kids are
scary
so
to, like,
sexual
you
and
know, yeah.
ridiculous. It's hilarious.
Not as dirty as O-Town, but close.
Nice.
And then 2019 obviously was mixtape tour.
Yes.
Excellent. We only did a few.
Was
of
that
those.
like the
That
wasn't
was
that
the
like
one-
the fire island thing of
Oh, cassette
Or actually
tape.
went
The one
okay.
No. Did you come? Did Lydia come?
She didn't
to-
go to
I
mixtape.
don't
So
have money
I
for
went
this
with
shit.
Sophia in Toronto, and Snow was there.
No, and fun.
And we were like crying, and it was so exciting. And
I
then
was not
Diane's
crying.
like, "What
I
are
had
you doing?"
chills, but
I was at
I-
home
you were
like,
crying.
okay.
And
why
then
is this exciting?
Diane and I
dude,
went
it's snow.
to Buffalo, and it was shit because we were in the
Well, there's no
the
snow there, so that's
nosebleediest
probably
of
why.
the. Although it was good to see everything, I thought I was going to throw up at one point because I was just like,
Yeah, we moved down.
We moved
'cause
down
We were like
'cause we were, like,
literally
literally
having vertigo.
yeah. But we got really cheap tickets. That's
Oh, they
why
were like $20.
they were like $20. So we're like, yeah.
Excellent.
But yeah, that was a good show.
Maybe that's where we were coming back from when we were talking about the gas.
Oh, it could have been that. Yeah.
And the cashews are the shrimp of the nut world.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
probably
actually.
was it.
that was probably it.
Yes.
We were discussing gas prices yesterday because we're super chill and cool.
That's what happens when you get old, people.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Used to be
not old.
98 cents.
All right, so yeah, that now I can relax
That makes more
because
sense.
I'm pretty sure
yes.
that's what it was.
That's where we were coming back from.
Thank you for that information.
we were like, where
Moving
were we coming
along.
back from that we were discussing that and we
Because the
couldn't
Red Hill
remember.
was closed and we were going up Centennial, and then we were talking about how this same gas station company had different prices down the mountain and above the mountain.
It's true. It's true.
Yes. But Hamilton has been having gas wars this week, and like the
Yes.
cheap, it was like 82 cents was the
Oh,
cheapest I
it's
found.
been beautiful.
But then the other one, literally across the street, was $1.03, and I'm like, you're nuts.
Boo.
You are nuts. moving on.
Anyways, O-Town.
Oh,
Yay!
All right. They don't even get back together till 2013. So,
Yeesh.
that's okay.
but good for them.
Well, not
For
all
reuniting.
right.
Welcome
I just
back.
read an article. It had a really good title, which I now forget about it, but it's something like along the lines of like, O-Town got together for like 6 shows or something, and have still been together for like 10 years or however long they've been back. 7 years, I guess.
Oh, I
a
remember this
lengthy
now. I
title.
wrote this a really long
was
time
not-
ago,
it was
and
a
now that
catchier
I'm
title.
reading it, I'm like, I remember. I was very interested in this.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, so then they get back together. They do like a Kickstarter to
Yes.
record their album and whatnot. So in 2014,
That
they
I
released
appreciate, though.
Lines
Lines
and Circle.
and circles.
For some good songs.
Yeah. I feel like they do, O-Town does like a lot of one-off shows between 2014 and 2016. They just like do random shit.
It's funny. I went to one with Gina in Toronto. I want to say No, it wasn't Mod Club.
You
I
got
don't
Gina
know.
out of her house?
I know, it was shocking.
What year was
But
this?
we went. It
Love
was
you,
like when
Gina.
O-Town first came back.
Oh, okay, I was gonna
and
say.
their VIPs were $40, and I didn't buy one. And I was just like,
Dude,
oh,
What
that's
is
a
wrong with you?
steal.
It was so, but it's funny. As we parked, they were coming out. Like, I guess they had just finished their VIP, and we're like, oh. But I distinctly remember about this show is that it was packed, whatever little club it was. And at one point, this was the first time we saw them, that they come into the crowd on These Are the Days.
Scooters?
Or there's
I
one
don't know.
song
You
they
made
come
us
into
go
the
to one of
crowd.
the things.
And
But I
they
feel like that was
film,
way
like they
later.
take everybody's phone and do like selfie videos and stuff. But everybody was pushing so much, and my body was literally sideways.
Wow.
And I was like, my feet are not on the ground, and
Wow.
I was like, please don't let me die. And then, but like I was near a barricade, so I kind of like held on to that part. But it was
That's amazing.
it was very entertaining. But yes, definitely small clubs. But
Yes. Anyways, then in 2016, they do the My 2K tour, which is the one with 98 Degrees. So
they
then
did
were-
not come anywhere near Canada. I don't believe.
I don't think
No.
They
so.
didn't.
So that was that. Then, okay, this was the super interesting part that I was like, what? See, and this is like, we're not townies, really. I mean, we are, but we aren't. We're just sort of like,
We're
joining,
getting there.
We're joining in slowly, you know.
We're not the ride or dies, but we're getting back.
We're preheating the oven, you know.
Acquaintances.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyways, apparently in 2017, they did release some of these songs that were on the OTWN album.
Ah.
So
Yes.
it was OTWN Part 1 and EP, and they released Empty Space, Giants, Shady Business, After the Lights, and Cut the Cord.
I knew we heard.
which is why
yes,
we knew
that's
them
why
all
we
when
knew
it
them.
came out. Ah.
Sure, okay.
Well, we also saw them play them in concert.
But that's what I was going to say, because I believe we discussed that you were like, you couldn't get these songs anywhere, but I
Yes.
think you could.
I wonder if it was for Kickstarter people.
It could have been just like that you had to like contribute to whatever it was, however they funded
Yes.
the album to get them. But I think people had the songs. I don't think they were like readily available for everyone.
No.
And
Like, they had
the
some
reason
stuff on
that
YouTube
we
and
knew them, which we knew from then, was because we had heard them performed at these shows before. Because
yes.
they have obviously been performing them for the last 3 years.
Yes.
But whatever. I was just like, oh, okay,
Makes sense now.
Now I know.
I feel our goal this year is to get Lydia to an O-Town concert. I feel like you would appreciate it so much. So
It's
So you
better
said
than
that about 90 degrees.
it's
No,
better
no,
than
it's
90
way
degrees.
better.
I promise, it's better than that.
there's more dancing.
No, Ashley Angel.
Oh my God, Ashley's
You're
fine.
gonna like it anyways.
All right.
You're
We
gonna
also-
like it. It's funny.
we also gotta
Trevor
get
usually
Sarah
wears
to one,
tights.
too.
Yes, Sarah needs to come to one too. So
Anyways, okay, then
We could bring Gina.
you can bring Gina too. Let's bring everyone.
Yeah.
that should be everybody's 2020 goals to go see O-Town
Okay.
because they're fun and it's inexpensive tickets and,
let
they're
me
good
tell
times.
you, it's way better than you think it's gonna be. I know. You see the photos and you're like, that's a fold-up table and a laptop. How good could this be? But it's
fun.
better
It's
than
so
you
much
think it is.
fun.
So good.
Yeah. You sing at the top of your lungs.
Yes. And
All right.
they just
You
have a
don't
way
have
of
to.
hyping up the crowd and making it fun. Like there's some like, oh, let's wave our arms. I can't even remember what song it was, but it was just like there's a lot of good in
Did any of them
O-Town.
raise their shirts?
Their shirts are always on.
Oh.
But
Yes,
Yes, they are.
Okay, fine. All right.
you know, it's they're all
Sometime-
like 40 now.
They're older. They're probably insecure a little bit.
Yeah.
it's all
see some
good.
doof. Ang, 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 ang.
It's fun.
Some
It's
of them are
good
not
times.
dads,
All right.
but okay.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Never mind.
Two of them
You
are
know what I meant,
dads.
though.
Two of them.
Half of
Two of them
O-Town
are
are
not.
dads.
Oh, they're four?
Dan is a dad and Jacob is a dad. Eric and Trevor are both single.
As far as we know. I don't know.
Okay.
And yes, Ashley is also a dad.
He is?
What?
Yes, he had a son
What?
named Lyric.
A son named Lyric?
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Years ago
How
when he
old
had
is
his
the son?
Harshly his own
Harshly?
Harshly.
He had his own reality show
I do
after
recall
O-Town.
this, kind
I
of.
can't remember what it was called.
Yes, of course.
Gina
Okay.
made me watch it.
It's vaguely.
Good times.
He's no longer with that
My
woman.
chance is
obviously.
over.
How old is the child?
I think he's
now?
still single,
God,
though.
His kid must be old now.
Yeah,
I was just
I
thinking
can
that the other day. I wonder
imagine.
if he's like a teen. Not
Okay,
looking
let
it
me
up.
finish telling
Sure.
my
Okay,
stuff
sorry,
while
sorry.
you do that.
Okay.
So then in 2018 they start a tour which is originally called Pop 2K, but then this eventually morphs into Pop 2000, and this tour is still going on.
Yeah, they keep adding dates. They keep
And
adding
they just
dates.
keep switching out the people who are in it, but O-Town
Ah.
is the one constant, and mostly
Wow.
Ryan Cabrera and
Yes.
Friends.
yeah, but the other people kind of switch in and out.
Ah, cool.
I don't know why I keep doing this.
Because clearly you're excited that they keep switching them out.
And
2K.
then
Good idea.
2019, obviously I mentioned it before, is when the official OTWN album comes out. So it has everything that was on that EP plus like a few other songs, including "Don't Know What You're Wearing, Baby, You Just Wanna Take It Off."
Holy crap.
They could have done it.
Okay, so Ashley's son is
Less creepy mannequins, I agree.
That was yeah.
What did you say?
Ashley's son is Lyric Lennon Parker Angel,
Uh-huh.
and he's 14.
Wow.
Dang,
Ah,
son.
new
He's
era of boy
old.
bands. Yes.
And apparently he's an actor.
Okay.
Oh,
That's cute.
That's only like
On
3
American
years
Horror Story.
younger than Bailey.
3 years.
Huh. Weird.
Damn.
Good for
Yes,
them.
I feel like it was, I don't know. Yep.
All right. Anyway, so that concludes my highlights.
51 minutes.
Yeah. Well, whose fault is that?
Yes.
yeah.
Did we do all 4 bands?
Sure did.
Oh, right. In sync with Superfast.
All right. So, do you think you can give a top? I mean, I'll just let them refocus.
What was that from? What
That
was
was Family Guy. It was Stewie.
Oh.
You gonna ready to play it? Do you have a protagonist?
Sorry about your ears, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Step away from the
I
microphone.
hope that you were not wearing headphones. Anyways, do you feel like you can do a top 3 moments of the last decade?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh dear. Okay, for sure, number 1 is probably going to be when they got their star. Backstreet Boys got their star. That was a pretty cool moment. Number 2 is probably
They can be selfish moments too. They don't have to be like things I mentioned.
Oh, now they can be selfish. Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is your top 3 boy band related moments.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Which
So many options. I
there
don't know.
is.
Well, I'm going to have to throw cruises in on mine because
Yeah, you can throw
apparently-
cruises in. Here, do you want me to do my... I obviously thought of mine in advance.
Thank you.
Shocking.
Yes, please.
Shocking that I'm prepared for a podcast. My God. Anyways. Okay. So my top 3 are... Well, obviously my number 1 is like meeting Nick and BSB for the first time because that happened in the last decade.
Yeah,
crap.
that happened in 2010.
That's weird that is
So-
included in this.
Yeah,
Man,
that was
that's like going
2010.
back.
I met Nick first by himself at the pendant screening. And then
Is the movie the highlight?
the movie was not the highlight.
15 minutes.
The highlight was when I met him and then blacked out and don't remember a second of it. But it was, I literally left the movie theater and was like, I could die happy now. Like, I could get hit by a bus and we'd be good.
And yeah, you've had so many more memories.
I mean, it's
after
a
that.
good thing I
Better ones
didn't,
than
but I
that.
literally said that out loud. And then I met, not all of BSB, but most of BSB a few weeks later or a month later or something like that.
The day after?
Not the day after. I didn't meet them in Toronto. Why would I go to a Toronto VIP? Please. What am
Never
I?
do that, people.
Never do that. I went to one in Cleveland. I think.
Does
I think it
Cleveland
was
rock?
Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
Yeah, we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
Excellent.
It's literally the only other thing to do in Cleveland.
Yes.
Anyway.
I visit our relatives.
I don't know your relative.
There's
Well,
ice
that's
cream
all.
there.
You don't go visit them in Cleveland.
I didn't even know you at this time. Anyways. Then my number 2 is obviously us going to BSB Take NYC in 2012.
Yes,
That was
that's a
good.
good
That
one.
When we
times.
really cemented our friendship.
Yes,
And Diane didn't run away, so that's good.
that's good. Yeah.
I didn't. Yep. And that was like just like a really cool moment, like being at that thing when Kevin was back and he was like, you know, gonna sing his part and I want it that way, and then he started crying.
And then we started
And then we're just like, oh, Kevin's such a loser crying. And then we all started crying.
I didn't cry, but that's okay. Anyways,
I cried. It was pretty emotional.
Anyways, that was I was just like, I can't believe I'm here right now. Like,
Yeah, it
this
was pretty.
is
It was a
sick.
different experience, so I like
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
And then my number 3 is super cheesy,
Aw.
but it's when we started this podcast in
know.
2018.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because it really just like opened my boy band horizon.
It did.
Did.
It really
I was very much just a BSB girl before.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
And now we gotta do
And then it was like
research into
Shinzia drags me to these other things, and I'm like, man, listen, I don't want to go to this. But you know, now,
Even
But
drove her to a
aren't-
country concert.
but
and made
aren't
her
you
smile.
glad
yes,
that
I
you
remember
went?
that, but that was free, so that was okay.
Lou died that day.
Lou did die.
Aw.
I
Sorry,
was also in the last
What
decade.
a memory for you.
All right, anyone else feel like they can go?
I can go. I
Okay.
got it.
I
All right. Number 1, Las Vegas with you guys. It was a lot of fun.
That's
very
nice.
So
nice.
good.
Very
nice.
kind of you because I was at a very low point in my life and it was super nice to like hang out with you and like have my vacation paid for and we got to see Backstreet and,
And
like
you were very happy.
it was like good. It was
Yeah,
good
it
times.
was
Good times.
Yeah, we got
a lot
like,
of walking, but still
yeah,
good times.
yeah. I mean, like I didn't get the Dole Whip, but I mean, like whatever. It's okay.
Still haunts her to this day.
if
wake
we
up
go,
at night.
if we ever go again, we
Yes.
should definitely get
getting-
you.
we're getting-
Yeah.
We're getting the Dole Whip. Anyways, just I don't know, like food is like very like I have like the tortellini this week. I was
Yes.
so upset about the tortellini this week.
It's okay.
Anyways, so that's
My
what-
I've
coworkers
heard this
enjoyed
story
it, so
now.
there you go.
You've heard the story? Okay,
Yeah.
you've heard the story. Okay. I made tortellini for a potluck and my ungrateful coworkers didn't eat it.
That doesn't mean that you had to share that, but okay.
But okay, I'm just saying like food and like food memories for me are very important.
I understand. Food is good.
Anyway, so Las Vegas number 1, and KOTBSB tour number 2 because that was
That
so
was a really good
good.
tour. That was such a good tour.
So good. And then number 3 was oh my god, I had it and then it left my brain. It
We
was
start this podcast?
Yes, that was the other one. That was starting the podcast. Thank you. That's all mine.
So are we assholes if we say not starting?
You don't have to say it because I
feel
said it
like
and now
I-
Lydia said it, so
Yeah.
it's
Well,
fine.
because I don't have a lot of female friends, so like I get to like see you guys like pretty frequently, and it's like this is very nice.
It's good times. It's
Good times, good times.
Okay, let's try to keep this under an hour. You got 3 minutes. Come on.
Okay.
Go.
So if you have anything?
Okay. I'm gonna say when I went on my first trip to Atlanta to meet Brian.
Oh, yeah.
at
That's
the
good.
Healthy Heart Club
Was
event.
that in the last decade?
2010 is the last
Okay.
decade.
Nice.
Yes.
Good job,
I'm just
Um,
confirming.
And I'm going to say the second one, I really enjoyed the first cruise. That was a good experience. Every day we got a picture with Howie and then
Yes.
another boy.
You
Yes,
mean
that-
your first cruise, not
yes.
the first
Technically
cruise.
the
My
second
first cruise,
Okay.
yes. Each day we got a picture with Howie and then another boy, which was fun.
Yes.
And I also, I believe, was in the fashion show, Wiley
Yes,
fashion show,
yeah.
so that was fun.
Oh, that was
cool.
the
Yeah.
2013 one, wasn't
Okay.
it?
Yeah, that was good.
Whichever.
That's so sweet.
And then the third one, starting this podcast. Guys, so much fun reliving our memories because sometimes you get old and you don't remember things.
It's so true though, because like as you're going through it, I was like, oh, I totally forgot we did this, or I totally forgot that happened. So that's good. Yeah, obviously meeting all you guys, also in the podcast and all that jazz. But I would have to say, like, I feel like a lot of the one-on-one moments, because when we were like teenagers and stuff, you're like, oh, I'm never going to meet
we
this
wished
person.
we could
Yeah.
I was
breathe
just
the
like,
same
like,
air.
oh, you'd have to win a big contest or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And stuff. But the fact, I feel like the moments when the boys actually remember us or recognize us, like I would have to say, like, legit one of my number one moments is still Chicago, which was 2 years ago.
2018.
2018. And we hadn't seen Nick in like 6 months and whatever. And we were just like, oh, and it was a very last minute thing.
And
as
right
we
before
like,
that was the trauma of Atlanta for me.
yes, where Diane told him off and stuff. It was pretty interesting. But like walking around the corner and then him seeing us and opening his arms and being like, my peeps. And I was like, holy crap. Like Nick actually recognizes our face. Like, and yeah. Oh, also that one fandom fest where we had like, he came
Chris?
and ate lunch with us and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yes.
That was
But
nice.
but seeing Chris again, that other
gonna say.
fandom fest,
The
when I
other
saw
time
Chris
you cried, yes.
and stuff, and like,
that
and
where-
when we went
yeah.
That
down
was her
to
first time crying.
Was that when like he was like, you guys are playing Uno?
yes,
Yes.
that
Okay.
was that whole that was our first convention, like boy band convention, and
Yeah.
that was like amazing and had a great time. And like I was just watching the video the other day where Nick was calling me out for holding up because
Yes.
I made him hold a sign saying, Chinze, I thought I was your favorite while I was hugging Chris. So like the next day I was like introducing this girl Anna to them, and then they're like, and I had a sign and they're like, oh, you're just trying to make up for yesterday, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, whatever.
That was pretty
But-
funny.
So that was fun. Shoot, I had another one. Oh, obviously, like the NSYNC stuff that's happened because, like, I met NSYNC back in the day, but I never thought that anything would ever come from it. And obviously, when I got to hang out with Lance and tell him how much I hate Justin Timberlake, and he gave me the shirt, and I started crying when he was performing with O-Town, or when we went down to Nashville and Chris was there, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, I came all this way just for you," and he's like, or he said some sort of comment like, "I came all the way from Canada." He's like, "Yeah, I know." So it was like nice that they like. Recognize,
remembers.
yes, I understand. Mock me as much as you want. He does not have a lot of fans, but it's still nice to be appreciated.
True.
And I think like the cruises are just a lot of fun packed in. You get to hang out with all your friends from all over the world.
Yeah.
Would I have been like, oh yeah, I'm in a pool with Nick Carter, and he's like, and we're like swimming together as like I don't know, like. Well, he's half naked, and he's like, "Everybody, jump in and stuff." So, like,
the water.
I just feel like there's a lot of funny moments from the cruise, or like the first cruise when we saw him like almost puke as he was going down the stairs and stuff. Like little things.
Was that when he was dressed as Baby Spice?
No, that was when he was leaving, and Mike and Lauren were carrying him down the stairs.
yeah.
Yes, that was good.
I do want to add the cons. The cons are fun. The
cons are a lot of
The
fun.
first one we went to with when we saw like Chris and Joey, and we
Jason
got up to
Priestley.
yes, exactly.
Yes,
And Nick and AJ, and you got like a Backstreet Boys / NSYNC photo. I thought that was pretty cool too.
yeah.
I
So
feel like this is more than 3.
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
it's
like
like
the
100,
experiences
but it's
over the
fine.
years.
100.
There's hundreds of things, and there's just so many fun
Sometimes
things.
it's hard to like
Fun
say it in the
moments when you're
spots.
with your friends and you get to hang out,
Yeah.
and all the road trips that we've done and are going to continue to do. So I feel like that's like the most fun stuff that's happened.
Yes, road trips are a lot of fun.
Yes.
Indeed.
So
They
yes.
sure are.
So lots of good moments. Hopefully for the next 10 years, there'll be lots more good moments.
God knows what will happen in the next 10 years. Although
Here's to more memories
We're only
and
getting
awesome adventures.
older and not younger.
Whatever.
Anyway,
So
But
Renee, it's
Chinzia is
fine.
getting older first.
on that
Suck
note,
it. Love you
ya.
all. Suck it. So yes. So.
love you, suck it. Thanks
That's how our
for taking
friends-
a break with us, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.